Hello, we are going to solve the problem of the day from LeetCode. This problem asks us to return a vector with numbers, and all of the numbers should be in lexicographical order, and we need to return all the numbers until n. Okay, for this we are going to approach this problem basically creating a function that allows us to generate the next number. For instance, we are going to create a vector for the answer. We are going to append 1 because it's the initial number of the answer always. And then we are going to start to generate the next number to insert. Let's assume that we are going to create a function called getNext, and we are going to generate the numbers, and basically this function will map between the previous number and the new one, and it will ensure that the numbers are generated in lexical order. Okay, then let's create our function. Also, this function needs to know what is the maximum number that we can generate. In that way, we will know when we should stop the insertion. Like we already inserted 1, we can say that the value that we are going to return when all of the values required have been printed or inserted is 1. In that way we can check that if 1 is generated again, we should stop or buckle. And we are going to store the maximum number with this n in uppercase. Okay, the first case is that if we can multiply current by 10, that means basically adding a 0 to the right, and this is still in the allowed numbers, then we should return this. Otherwise, the other cases that we should avoid is that we should generate the next number using the following idea. We should try to find a number that is less than n, or we can like swap this idea, and while our next number that we can, like, let's say initializing current plus 1, we will see if this number does not belong to the allowed numbers. We can start to divide the current by 10, because for instance, let's say that we have 100, our max number is 150, then what we should do is, for instance, try to add 1 at the end, like increasing this number by 1. But after this, for instance, let's say that instead this is like 103, and this will be the sequence. But then when we reach 103, we can also start to divide the initial current, or let's say for this case the current will be, and when we calculate the next, we can do the following. We can divide 103 between 10 and then try to increase 1, and then this will give us 11. That is the next lexicographical element. The idea for the second case, it's a bit more complicated, but it's not so much. We will see that with the code is also simpler. Okay, if let's implement case 1. Then the case 2. We also use a temporary variable for current that we will call CC, because for these divisions between 10. Why? And we are only doing this if the current calculated next is higher than the n global value. We are also doing this while CC is higher than 0. Then there is another thing that we should consider. For instance, let's say that we for instance, the case where we are like in the 99 as the input of the function, then the initial next will be 100. But it's also valid because we have this 103. But this 100 is already on the vector because lexicographically this is before 99. What we should do to avoid this problem is we should divide the answer between 10 until the remaining is different than 0. In this way we can like avoid returning a number that is already in the vector. Also then, at the moment of returning the answer, if the number is still higher than n, then we should return 1, that is our condition to stop our iteration. If not, we can return the finded value. Okay, then return answer. Let's see. And yeah, that seems to be working. Let's copy. Yeah, it is working. Then let's submit. Okay, it was accepted. I hope that the explanation was clear. If not, let me know. Thank you.